Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our FTV English version. Are you sure? And to be sure, Choksi still has an option to appeal against the decision in a higher court, according to an officer familiar with this matter, who added, "This means he may not come immediately, but the first and a very important stage is clear." The Antwerp court heard both sides, Belgian prosecutors on behalf of India and Choksi, on Friday and ruled that this arrest and India's extradition request was valid. Choksi, 65 years, was arrested by Antwerp police on April 11 based on an extradition request sent by the Central Bureau of Investigation and has been lost in prison there for over 4 months. His repeated attempts to secure bail from different courts in Belgium have failed. His extradition was sought under Indian Penal Code in the short form IPC sections 120B criminal conspiracy, 201 destruction of evidence, 409 criminal breach of trust, 420 cheating, 477A falsification of accounts, and section 7 and 13 bribery of the Prevention of Corruption Act, which are crimes in Belgium as well under the dual criminality clause of the extradition treaty. So the United Nations Conventions against Transnational Organized Crime, that is called in the short form UNTOC, and United Nations Convention Against Corruption UNCAC were also invoked the extradition request. During the extradition proceedings in the Belgian courts, for which CBI sent its team at least thrice and also had a private European law firm, India presented evidence of fraud and diversion of funds by Choksi and his repeated attempts to evade the legal process. The Indian government also assured Belgium that Choksi, if extradited to India, will be held at the Barrack number 12 at Arthur Road Jail in Mumbai, which conforms to the European, that means CPT, Committee for Prevention of Torture and Inhuman or Degrading Treatment or Punishment. Will be provided all facilities including clean drinking water, adequate food and medical facilities, access to newspaper and TV, choice of treatment from the private doctor, and will not face solitary confinement. It was also stated that the continues to be an Indian citizen wanted in connections with a fraud of over $950 million and his claim of being an Antiguan nationalist disputed. Choksi has argued before Belgian courts that he surrendered his Indian citizenship on December 14, 2018 after acquiring the citizenship of Antigua and Barbuda on November 16, 2017. Indian investigators have submitted documentary evidence to the prosecutors in Belgium against Choksi in his bank frauds allegedly committed by him between 2018 and 2022 involving amounts totaling nearly 13,000 crore, and the court is already convinced that there is a prima facie fear of him fleeing from Belgium. Behind this exclusive report.